Hey everybody, what's going on? Tim here at Doc's Autos, and today we're going on a little road trip. I had a buddy of mine reach out to me. He's got a project car he's had for a number of years and just has not had the opportunity to get it finished. And so we're going to go take a look at it and see if it's something we can bring back to the good old garage here and get it wrapped up for him. So let's go see what he's got for us. Alright, so we're looking at a 72 Challenger. Like I said, it's going to be a challenge. What do you think? We've got interior looks pretty decent on it, so that's probably the least of our worries. Under the hood, we've got what, the 440 in there?
Yep, 440.
It had a 318 to begin with, so that has been swapped out in earlier life, the popular sublime green color. Probably do that to the rest of the car. Or I'll paint it hot pink.
Panther pink.
All right, so panels look pretty straight. This one looks good. It's been fixed. I'll go around to the other side, and this is what it looked like. So looks like it got hit with a shotgun. We got tons of holes and filler from before, tires. It all needs to be gone through. Probably the worst thing is going to be this roof here. The vinyl roof got cut off and is rusted through in multiple spots. So we patch it, we cut it all off. What do we do? A little bit of rust back here under the vinyl by the window too. We'll get that patched back in. But otherwise, so the interior looks pretty good. So it's a good starting point. Doesn't run right now. The gas tank's got a hole. Hasn't run in what, 10 years?
Probably 20.
About 10, 20 years. Darren's is his car. Put a little post-it on the interwebs a few weeks ago looking for projects. And he was silly enough to say, hey, get a hold of me, I've got something for you. And yep, this will teach me to open my big mouth. If you mind the wind here, we got a bunch of spare parts too. We got the front fenders, dash, valance, just more center console parts.
Yeah, that's for a different car actually.
Well, that's not going to work too well. Air conditioning, heater stuff, toolbox full of parts or something. Got a goodie bag full of stuff you rarely see in a duffel bag. Alternator, air conditioning parts. We got a trunk full of goodies. There's no wind back here. More air conditioning parts, tail lights. But the car itself, other than being blaze orange, is in good shape. The frame is not rotted out. Most of the panels are solid except, for the ones that got hit with a shotgun and the rusty ones. But unlike some of my other projects, it's not full of mouse pee inside, so that's a great start. Hood is straight, so that's important. All the big parts that we're looking at, doors are all straight. They're not full of dents and holes. The front grille is pretty decent shape. The plastic's a little broken here, but we will see how far we can go on this. So we're gonna get this thing back down at the garage or the shop for a new temporary home, and see if we can get it rolling, or at least running, and whatnot. So I think that's probably going to be our next big task once it comes down to the shop. All right, and here's what we've got to work with today. We've got the car in a dimly lit shop, a couple of fenders, extra dash assembly, spare parts to cut for patches, missing the fenders. And the car itself is in good shape. The frame is solid, so that's an important place to start. Most of the body is pretty good. It needs some cleanup, of course, but we've got a few issues here with rust under where some of the vinyl was hiding. And then, of course, the roof also, there were some bad things happened to it in past years that led this roof to be cut off. The vinyl roof was cut off and left outside, and it rusted. So the plan is to replace the whole roof. You can see actually here on the seam, we've just simply rusted through. So that is our goal, to replace that. Some of these body panels, like this fender back here, looks like it's kind of been shot with a shotgun. Bunch of dents and ripples. To clean that up, maybe we can find another patch to put in there. That was done on the passenger side years ago by one of Darren's buddies. And he got that side primed to help protect it, so that was awesome. But he has just come to the point of, let's fix up the car. I don't have the time or skill to do it or space. And I said, let's make this happen. So we brought it down and we got it up to the shop. I'm sorry, we got it up to the garage. We're in the shop now, hence the loud rain. We got it up to the garage, and how do you figure we get a car that doesn't run up to the garage? We have Bob. Bob has been invaluable around here in the last year, and Bob now has a spare tire. No, not from eating too many tacos, but we literally strapped a spare tire to the front of Bob and used it to push the Challenger up into the garage. So I got up there nice and safe, and from there we were able to kind of assess the fluids and what it needs. And you know, the obvious answer is it needs a lot. But we got brake fluid in it, we got the brakes bled, we got the transmission lines hooked up, only to remove them again because we had to take off the starter. We got everything ready to go. Went to turn it over, click, click, click. Starter is dead. Took it out, it is just stuck. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get a new one with the time we had today, so we've got one on order, and we'll be putting that in very soon, along with transmission fluid, power steering fluid, topping off the coolant once that gets circulated around, and just giving a good old crank over and let it run for a minute, because that's been a number of years since it's actually run last. But I figure we're not in a hurry. I will wait until Darren can get back down here and let him be a part of that too, because after all, this is his car, and while I'm doing the work on it, most of it, I think it's pretty important for him to be around as much as possible, especially for some of those big key things like, you know, the first start in 15 years. That's pretty important. So we'll go ahead and get him involved in that too, and whatnot. So for now, we're playing the waiting game on the parts, and we will just come back once we've got our starter and fluids ready to go. Folks, it's been a week since Darren brought the Challenger down on that rainy, gloomy Saturday, where we found out the starter was not going to run for us. So we've gone ahead, gotten the new starter, and Darren is coming down this morning, bringing his son Rhett with him, and we're going to see if we can turn the key and get this thing started. Gone ahead and started to drag him out of the shop here with Bob and the spare tire and a tow strap, but time to get a driver. So we'll wait for them to show up, and our goal here today is to get that new starter in, get some transmission fluid in it, and hope we can turn it over and get her cranked up. If not, for just a few seconds to make sure it runs. And that's kind of our goal for today. Fuel system that needs to be fully replaced, so we don't have a lot of range we can go anywhere. So again, we're just going to go ahead and try and get that starter in, get it turned over, and see if we can breathe some life into the old girl. little bit of go-go juice down there. Turn the key.
Let's see, this battery blows up in my face.
Yeah. Let's see, where are my holes? Oh, dang it, I didn't take the top off. No, oh, there's plenty of...
Oh, did you drop some in there?
Ah, yeah. Fire it up, see what we get.
Oh. I got it.
All right.
I'm like, damn.
All right, try this again. Take 2. Alright, I'm gonna get my bottle. Give her a shot. Come on, battery. Go for it. Wild roulette. Bye.
Gasser?
Yeah, I was making sure we're not overheating stuff here. Yeah, a little warm, but not super bad. Might need to put more gas in it. We also have no throttle, so go ahead and crank it. Damn it.
This whole plate's full.
Yeah, give her a whirl.
You want to try it?
Give her a crack. Yeah, hold up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Eventually. All right. Well, I'm going to call that a win for right now for being, many years since this thing has run. Yeah, unfortunately, Darren had to run home for some family stuff, but, we got it. It starts. We have proof that this thing will run, so that question is squashed. We just have some fine-tuning, you could say, to go through and make it run much better. Alrighty, well that's going to wrap it up for this intro. You know, we figured out that this car does run or will run. Keep working on it, of course. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, hit that notification bell, make sure you are getting all of our new posts, and check us out over on Facebook and Instagram. And for me now, it's time to back this thing back to the shop and bust out my super clean and take care of everything that's dripped on the floor. Transmission fluid, power steering fluid, coolant, not oil thankfully, so everything but oil. So again, we'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. Take care.